The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. End zone, Jake Ferguson. Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
It's a terrific Thursday edition of Talkin Cowboys presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC studio. Welcome in, everybody. We've got the whole cast and crew ready for you to rock today with Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. Let's go. It is a Thursday, which means we are previewing the Dallas offense taking on that New York Jets defense today.
Ooh. I like how you're...
No, don't say that. Don't.
I, like
I didn't say anything, Kyle. I was my Shedeur Sanders, okay?
I like how you're saying it. You sound like an old sportscaster from like Good Night and Good Luck era.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about World War II for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Like where you draw out your words a little bit longer.
Dallas Cowboys are taking... Yeah, you're
taking on the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you were broadcasting for the Jeffersons.
Yeah, the Rochester Jeffersons,
Absolutely.
my favorite team.
Yep.
I love the Jeffs.
Team of all
Shouts to
time.
them.
Go, Jeffs, go.
Greatest team of all time.
J-E-F-F.
Yeah. J-E-F-F. Jeff. Damn, that's
You just had to be there for those that weren't there. You just had to be there.
But that's so perfectly timed for who the Cowboys.
for who we're playing.
J-E-F-F.
Jeff. I love that.
Hi, Isaiah. Welcome
Hi.
back, sir. How was Good Morning Football?
It was work, man.
It's the second best morning show in the country.
Just saying, it comes on just a little bit earlier, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, man. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Missed you.
Splendid.
Excited for some QB
Perfectly
vision in the second
splendid.
segment.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man.
And then we've got some lab code in the third segment. It's another double dip Thursday.
I'm always excited for news and notes.
Let's get into it then.
Oh, hello.
Hi there,
get
News and
into it.
Notes. I don't think
Hi.
we should be excited about News and Notes.
Oh.
No,
goodness.
because first aid kit.
Dang it.
We're talking about pharmacies
We need
yesterday.
We were talking about pharmacy.
Like the Call of Duty one where you just hurry up and hit it and they come right back to life?
No,
or?
not that's the stem. Yeah, they need some need a stem, which is fine. Some need a little bit more than that.
Some need time.
Yeah, some need time. Those sums, new word. Let's go with that. SOMES. Include Tyler Booker. Obviously, with his ankle injury, he did not participate in Wednesday's practice. So he's going to miss some time, as we well know. The same goes for C.D. Lamb with his ankle. Did not participate as expected. But C.D. Lamb was out on the field doing some rehab work with the rehab group on the courts with Britt Brown. So that is progress. C.D. Lamb has made progress.
Was he wearing a boot?
No, he was not. He had some very, very pristine cleats, though, which is typically the brand for CD. So
Only boots we like around here are Luke Casey.
Heck yeah, dude.
You have some?
No, I don't. No.
Oh,
okay,
I need you to pull up on Friday with some...
With some Luke Casey boots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Sponsor the show,
Come on now.
I think you should do it.
in addition to Black Rifle Coffee.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done. Malik Hooker did not participate with the toe injury suffered in the matchup against the Packers. Miles Sanders, he did not participate. It's listed as a knee and an ankle, knee/ankle issue for Miles Sanders. Yeah, but Schottenheimer had a lot of optimism that Miles Sanders should be available or might be available to play against the Jets. I don't know if that holds true. Regardless, you're going to need some insurance there, given what he's dealing with.
Do you have it?
Do I have what?
Do you have insurance?
Blue
Oh.
Cross Blue Shield.
Got you. Yeah. that works.
That's a great title, for a headline.
I like it.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
So there you
Their
go.
sponsor.
So there you go. There you go. Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton remains in concussion protocol. Obviously, he needs to clear that in order to travel to take on the Jets. We'll see if he clears today or tomorrow. I mean, he has technically until prior to the flight taking off to clear to be able to make that game. We'll see how that works. It gets worse from there.
No.
It does.
So hold on. So just to recap before you move forward with the it gets worse. Still out your right guard.
Yep.
Still out your center.
Absolutely.
And as of right now, out your left tackle.
That's
Okay.
the case.
Just go ahead. 3 out of 5.
You ready?
I am.
Okay, 4 out of 5. Tyler Smith has a knee issue. He did not participate in Wednesday's practice. There is a chance that Tyler Smith may not play against the New York Jets.
That's your left guard.
That's your all-pro left guard.
Highest paid in the league.
Yes.
Just checking.
Best guard in
football.
In football.
Just
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
so 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
do the
Terrence
show.
Steele is the Lone Ranger.
Let's do the show
As
from
it
down there.
stands. He's the Lone Ranger.
He's as it stands.
About how down I am right now.
Yeah.
Get it up.
I get it.
That's how we feel. But wait, before you elevate,
Oh, no.
Javonte Turpin.
No!
Yeah, Javonte Turpin's dealing with a foot issue. He had a boot on. He did not participate in Wednesday's practice either. He is expected to potentially miss at least the Jets game, and from what I'm hearing, it's a week-to-week evaluation of Javonte Turpin. Yeah, let's just go week to week. We're not hearing IR on him just yet, but it's disappointing because Turpin was able to battle through that neck issue to remain available for the Cowboys when they took on the Packers, only to suffer a foot issue that is going to take him off the field against the Jets. Now, let's go to a positive note. We have...
Please.
2 players who were designated to return from IR yesterday, Kalen Carson
Okay.
and Jonathan Mingo, both returned to practice on yesterday. So their 21-day practice window has been open. So the Cowboys have until October 22nd to make a decision on if they're going to move them to the active roster or if they're going to revert them to season-ending IR. So you got 1 player on each side of the ball there. Trevon Diggs, he was participating in a limited capacity. Kenneth Murray dealing with a knee issue, but he participated limited. Deron Bland full. So yeah, Cowboys are kind of a mash unit right now. And I saw someone say, well, you'd rather these things happen earlier than later. That's true. It's also true though that you have to remain relevant so that when these players return, it matters.
Yep.
So that's the other side.
Remember what we've had the conversation with about the schedule.
Yeah.
When is it favorable?
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early in the year.
Right.
Early in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically right now.
Break.
Yeah, right.
Particularly over these next 2 games.
absolutely.
Because after these next 2 games,
Yeah. Jets,
Getting
Panthers.
kinder.
Yep. Coming up. And then you get Commanders, Broncos, Cardinals before the bye. And then after that, it's Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders.
I don't like that.
So just to recap,
yeah.
you have 1 remaining starting offensive lineman.
Yep.
You're out 2 of your starting receivers.
Arguably,
And
two
in
of
return,
your top
'cause
3 or
Turpin,
4.
So he's also your top returner.
Top returner. Yeah.
Top
All pro
returners.
returner.
And arguably your second wide receiver currently with CD being out.
Could argue that.
Gotcha. Just wanted to.
I'm proud of the way that you've
Quite.
acted in this segment because you haven't thrown a mic like a windscreen. You haven't like thrown your coffee.
Coy Isaiah
haven't-
is on the cusp.
Is he on the cusp?
Yeah,
because
He's on an edge, bro.
I mean, have you just given up? Is that why?
Give up. You don't know.
Normally,
me,
there's a
Kyle.
little emotion here, Isaiah.
I already had my moment before coming in here. I had some of that information, so I already
You had
had
a
my
glass case of emotion?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
my-
this isn't a Tyler Booker moment for you.
no.
That really knocked you.
That's what I was referencing.
Yeah, that completely knocked you off your.
But you don't have
off your
Tyler.
foot.
No, I mean, listen.
Or Tyler Smith.
The injury. So we knew about CD. We knew about Booker. We knew about BB still being out. The only surprise here is Turp.
Turpy speed speed.
It's Turpy speed, and he has not been involved as much as we would have liked him to be to this point. So though you will miss his presence, I don't feel as if that's as dire of a whole as some of these other positions that we're talking about.
I think when it comes to Turpin, obviously him not being on the field, it impacts you offensively,
For sure.
but most certainly impacts you on the special teams front.
Yeah.
That being said, they returned Paris Campbell
I saw that.
to the practice squad. So if you're talking about trading off speed for speed, again, we're not going to say Paris Campbell or even Jayton Blue or Javonte Turpin, but speed for speed, Okay, at least you're not seeing that fall off there. And then keep in mind, I know he's a long while removed from it. But go back and look at Paris Campbell as a returner for Ohio State. He knows how to get it done. We'll see if the Cowboys give him or Jayden Blue the nod in that capacity, in the absence of Javonte Turpin. But make no mistake about it, Terp's not on the field. There's going to be a fall off.
Perry speed incoming.
Mm-hmm. He would have to be elevated, right?
Perry's.
I don't know.
See, Patrick.
Honestly, it doesn't look great. The injury report is awful. But for me, the silver lining is the fact that CeeDee Lamb is not in a boot. And he was out there, not practicing with the team, but he was going through drills with the rehab group. And to me, it doesn't look like they're sending him to IR. At this point, why would you?
Yeah.
The sooner he gets back, the better. I think that would ail a lot of the problems that you have, even the offensive line. CeeDee Lamb helps your entire team, helps your entire offense.
Yeah.
If you have him and now George Pickens, who is starting to cook, who arguably has been cooking so far this year, that's just even better. Get him back to the field as soon as possible. That's the most important thing to me right now.
Completely agree. And I think when you've got those two guys, you can kind of get the ball out quick. You can scheme around that pressure. You can just dink and dunk a lot. It's going to be a lot of Jake Ferguson again. I mean, that's what's going to happen while CD's out of the fold this week.
PPR.
You're going to see, Jake Ferguson start him in your leagues. You need him this week.
All the targets.
PPR targets are going to be significant. More receptions in the first 4 weeks of the year than any other tight end in NFL history. And he can be.
You said history.
History.
Oh.
In the Super Bowl era, I believe, actually.
In Everdom.
I think so, yeah.
Everdom.
That's the case.
I like
He has to catch 7, I think, this week to keep that pace and pass, I think, like Zach Ertz. It's on Big Facts. It's on DallasCowboys.com.
Check it out right now.
Yeah, it's up now. All right, let's take our first break because we've got a lot to get to here in this show. When we come back, it's time for a little QB Vision.
Yes.
We preview the Dallas offense taking on the New York Jets defense. Isaiah, what do you got cooking over there?
Oh, it's brewing, Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Gonna cook up some green stuff. Nobody likes the green stuff.
Oh. We'll cook it up when we come back.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
We're with you. We're united.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impact 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, this segment of the show has been brought to you, or is brought to you, by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Glad you're back with us here on Talking Cowboys. Got a comment of the day already. This
wow.
is the best.
From the first segment?
Yes, and you're going to see why. This is one of the best comments I've ever seen in my life. Comes from my mom.
Hey,
It's Mama Youmans.
Mama Youmans.
She said, "Is Isaiah faking drinking his coffee? Looks like an empty cup over there."
It is now. It's empty now, Moms. Good to see you, Mom. Love ya.
Shout out to Mama Youmans.
She's like directly called out Isaiah.
No, I don't fake the drink the coffee, okay? I don't drink anything else, but I drink the coffee.
Drink the Black Rifle.
Wait, so do we call her MY?
No, she actually prefers Mama Yo.
Mama Yo.
Mama
Yeah,
Yo.
that's like
Mama Yo.
That's what she was called like all the way through like the
I
baseball
love
years,
that a
football
lot.
years.
Mama
If you're
Yo.
buying a house today,
Yo.
go check out Mama Yo.
She is a realtor.
We love you, Mama Yo.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
calling her
free
Mom Dukes.
advertising.
Mom Dukes. We're going to keep it hood.
So we
That's
get it.
awesome.
This guy.
She was at,
He comes from good stock. Clearly, he comes from good
yeah.
stock.
The
His parents are awesome.
Yeah, I do have some awesome parents. They were at the game the other day, and I went over to say hi, and there was a Packers fan getting arrested, like next to my dad, and I was like, "What did you do?" And he was like, "No, I've just been hanging out watching." I was like, "All right," like, that's kind of interesting. All right, it's the second segment on a Thursday. You know what that means?
All right.
It's time for some.
Wide 80. Wide 80. It's time for QB Vision with Isaiah Stanback.
Hi, Isaiah.
Hey, Kyle. Well, guys, we're back. Week 5 is amongst us. Listen, the New York Jets, they have who's their coaches? What's their coach's name?
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn.
AG.
My former
I
teammate.
was about to say, that's your guy.
My former teammate. When I got drafted in 07, AG was still on the team. He did not make the team that year. That was his last year, 06 to 07.
Well, you got to bring up bold stuff.
Well, listen, he's somebody that I have a high regard for. When I first came into the league, I knew nothing of the position of receiver. Nothing. So I didn't know what swag was at the receiver position. I didn't know how to line up as a receiver in a stance. I didn't know how to get off the ball. I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know when I was getting pressed, I was a big physical receiver, but I didn't know how to use it. So I would spend my time after practice meeting up with guys like Terrence Newman and guys like Aaron Glenn. T. New and AG. Those were my guys that I leaned upon to show me, what are you guys looking for when you guys go against a receiver of my stature? Like, I don't know anything, so please teach me. So high regard, shout out to AG and everything that he's been able to accomplish as a defensive coordinator of this league and now as his first stint as a head coach.
You know they want to fire him in New York, right?
Yeah, they always want to fire anybody in New York if you don't have a ring. So
there you go.
He will be okay. His team, honestly, I know I haven't been here, so let's just cover this. The Jets, yes, they're 0-4. Yes, is their worst start since 2020, but I want you guys to understand that through the first 4 games, of those 4 games, those 3 of those games, they lost by a total of 10 points.
Yeah, they're in it.
Okay, so 1 possession game. So don't sleep on this team. I know we've already covered the offense up to this point, but don't sleep on this team. Defensively, they are not necessarily ranked that great statistically, okay? But again, stats don't tell the whole picture. So put some respect on their name. Put some respect also on the fact that you probably are dealing with a caged animal right now that has his back against the wall.
Absolutely.
Aaron Glenn is a head coach because of how successful he's been as a defensive coordinator in this league. Right now, as you mentioned, Kyle, they're coming for his head. They're saying that your team sucks. They're saying that, you don't know what you're doing as a coach. The New York media is all over his head. We have this amazing defense, but you guys are, we have all this talent on defense. We got, Williams on the D-line.
Can't put it together.
We got Gardner out there. We got all these guys we've invested these resources into, and you can't get these guys to play. That's a dangerous animal.
Absolutely. And KY's stat of yesterday talking about how the Jets have not gone 0-5 with a brand new head coach. I mean,
ever.
So that's what you're
Dangerous.
that's what you're facing this week. The Everdom. And AG is probably one of the most competitive head coaches I would say in the league.
Absolutely.
With all that said, let's go ahead and talk about what they do well and what they don't do well.
Get them.
This is a team that wants to match and take away what you do best. This isn't a team that just they don't truly have an identity yet. Through 4 games, we don't really know who they are at their core. And the reason why I say that is because every game they've changed up their style of play in terms of their coverage.
They play multiple.
They play multiples, right? So whatever you do best, for instance, when you watch the Tampa Bay game, they played a lot of zone. Okay, a lot of too high zone. Well, why? Because they have, I don't know how to say his last name, from Ohio State.
Ikbuka?
Ikbuka.
Emeka Egbuka against Tampa Bay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Against Tampa Bay, they have Ibuka, and they have Mike Evans, right? you have those two, you might want to kind of play off. You just might want to sit back a little bit and make sure those guys don't get over the top. So even though you would think that their personnel allows for them to go up there and press man with Sauce Gardner, they still, in that particular game, played a little bit off. And the times that they did go up and press, as I just showed Kyle, it didn't matter who it was. They were getting sauced up. Okay, so if you have threats at the receiver position, they will respect you and give. Right? Why can they do that even against a Tampa Bay team that rushes the ball very effectively? Because their front seven they feel pretty good about. There's no
as they should.
As they should. The Jets have invested a lot, but before they invested in their secondary, they invested in their D-line. That is the core. That is the cream of the pot right there. And it starts with their big fella, number 95, and that is Keenan Williams. He is a beast. He's a dog. He's everything that you guys could ever want or hope for in an interior defensive lineman. As a matter of fact, since the Micah trade, we've heard murmurs as to the fact that Dallas was interested in him as well. So put some respect on his name.
Would have been nice.
Yeah, well, he's a dude. Okay, so that's somebody that you have to identify, obviously, especially since your interior offensive linemen are down to your second and third on that depth chart. Somebody that you need to be respectful of. They do not possess, in my opinion, a true pass rusher right now. Those guys have left over the recent years. All their pass rushers, they used to be stacked at the defensive end position. Now that whole inventory has been emptied out. Okay?
Not a fan of Will McDonald?
Not a fan. Not a fan. There's nobody on their defensive front on the edges that scare me. That make me say, let's spend some extra time on, pass pro. Let's spend some extra time chipping. Let's go ahead and move our protection in that direction. There's nobody that they have on the edges. Interior, that's a whole nother conversation. I respect their interior. But one thing about their front seven is they play downhill. They're big fellas on the inside. They are going to two-gap you, and they're going to run your butt back and dump truck you into whatever lap that you want to be in, Dak. Okay, that's what they want to do. And by doing that, they don't present a lot of pressure. They don't blitz a lot, okay? Because they have those guys on the
They almost
inside.
don't need to. Yeah.
They don't feel the sense that they need to unless you're 0-4. Being that you're 0-4, you might see some things that you haven't seen on film yet.
Here they come.
Right? So, again, take into consideration, we're looking at a snapshot of what AG has done. He's played a quarter of his season, and he's a lot of things I would imagine are in his chamber that he has not shown. Okay, so we have to take what we've seen with a grain of salt and understand that we're probably going to see something completely different. All right, so the front seven is solid. Their interior defensive linemen are solid. Let's get to their secondary. I'm unimpressed. I'm unimpressed.
Even with Sauce Gardner out there?
I'm unimpressed. I don't believe that Sauce is saucy right now. I don't believe
lost the sauce.
I don't want to say he's lost it. I don't want to put that out there. I don't know bulletin board material, but he has not been saucy. I'll say it that way. And if I remember correctly, didn't he have an injury that he had to overcome? He came back from, I believe.
He was banged up a little.
He was banged up last year. Well, coming into this year, I think he was getting over some injuries, and he had the bag, right? He has the bag now in terms of money. He's not the same player that he once was.
You're saying he's dry rub now?
Listen. I'm just gonna say that he has not performed.
That's some good stuff if you find the right thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kansas City now. He's not performing the way in which we've seen him perform in the past. I'll put it that way. However, he is a cornerback, very rare breed that will follow your number one guy wherever the heck he goes.
The traveler.
Who's our number one guy right now?
Pickens.
Yep. George Pickens is our number one guy. He performed as that last week, okay, and I was very happy with his performance. Buckle up, because Sauce Gardner, I would imagine, if I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm saying, Sauce, follow him everywhere he goes, get underneath his skin, get him at the line of scrimmage, be physical, grab onto him, talk mess to him, get in his psyche, and get him out of his game. That's what I'm doing if I'm Aaron Glenn.
Make him focus on you, not the game.
Absolutely. Be an absolute pest. Sit in his hip pocket. Be lint in his pocket. Right? Which Sauce can do. But Sauce, for whatever reason, his hips and him getting in and out of his breaks right now isn't great. But that could not. Let me rephrase it. George Pickens isn't a receiver that would challenge him in that right. So, in that sense, Georgia's going to have to do a great job of getting off the line of scrimmage and creating separation. Their secondary will come up and hit. There's nobody in their secondary. You can't play on their team defensively if you don't come up and hit. Aaron Glenn's just not going for it.
Yeah.
There's no softness. There's no There's no, questioning whether, or not, whether am I going to pull the trigger. You better come up and hit. So everybody in their defense does that. I think you can use that aggressiveness, especially from their safeties against them, because they want to be a little bit nosy. So if you can establish your run game against this defensive front, especially the interior D-line, I wouldn't necessarily go forward, right? Like last week I said, go forward. This week I'm saying go to the edges. Okay, last week you saw when you try to run sideways, that defense was too fast. I said they were a little soft in the middle. Right, I was very adamant about that. Yes. Don't go to the edges, go forward. Dallas had success with that. Yeah. This is not the week to go forward. Keenan Williams will pick you up and throw you back into your car and send you back out to AT&T Stadium or wherever we're playing. Okay,
so MetLife.
Yeah, MetLife.
What's important is getting Javonte Williams out in open space.
Get him to the edges, zone schemes, get to the edges, and then make sure that you stay on your blocks and finish your blocks.
The good thing is, you've shown an ability scheme-wise to do this already this year. You've shown that you can do this, and the consistency level is just what you're looking for.
Yeah.
The bad thing of this is you might be out, as Patrick alluded to in news and notes, you might be out 4 of your top 5 offensive linemen.
Yeah.
So how much does your confidence level change when you're pulling guards and you're moving scenarios and you're trying to up this scheme when you've got a bunch of new guys that are not playing together all year long and now are thrown into the fire?
Your identity has to remain your identity.
Okay.
So you have to do what you do best, and that's running the ball right now. Dak Prescott is the most efficient play-action quarterback in the game, as we've said, and his stats show that. He's throwing at over 80% completion, 84% completion rate right now when he's running play-action. So he's the most efficient. He's the has the highest success rate.
You didn't even give him high enough.
Was it
88?
88. Well, no disrespect.
88 completion percentage on play action passes. That's second in the NFL compared to 67%, which is still high, but 67% with 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with no play action.
Straight dropbacks. Yeah. So Dak's doing well with that, which we all know. That's the best part of his game. So you have to be able to run the ball. Coverage wise, I would imagine that you're going to see one. Right, we don't have those assets at the receiver position right now to force them to respect us with 2 guys deep. Now, are you throwing the ball successfully? Absolutely. But if I am Aaron Glenn, I'm saying my guys can match up well against your guys. I'm going to come press man, and I'm going to put an extra man in the box, and I'm going to get after your offensive lineman.
And you're talking about Aaron Glenn, who is essentially trying to replicate the success that he had in Detroit with a defensive line that was very physical and opportunistic secondary, right? Now you have an opportunity here with Dallas where you're facing a defensive line that loves to run stunts. They love to send things at you in different ways. Right. But we were just talking about the injury report is a grocery list. So if Dallas's offensive line doesn't have that chemistry, that doesn't have that wherewithal to understand where they're coming from, it's going to be a long day. So Dak has to be on his toes. Another thing, the Bills absolutely murdered the Jets defense with the coverages that they were using, right? Yeah. They were using man for the most part, and they were using man in third down situations. Not even third and long, like 3rd and 8, mid third down. So Josh Allen picked him apart because that's what Josh Allen does, right? And he was also a dual threat quarterback because he would escape the pocket and run to the outside, like you're saying, which they don't have covered up necessarily. So in that, you have to be aware of what they're giving you and take what they're giving you because they're trying to be so physical at the secondary position.
And you can expect pressure around second down. They want to force you into a 3rd and long situation. It's funny because they bring the pressure. Whenever they do, they bring one man. It's not like even a fire zone blitz. They bring a one guy, right? Yeah. And they're usually bringing him on the interior offensive line. It's not even. I don't understand it, right? That's why I'm saying, like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I know he has way more in his bag than what he's shown. And it's odd. It's almost like he's stashing away his good stuff for at some point in the year to be able to show it off. And they just get that sense because it's very simplistic what he's running right now defensively. And you know that isn't what got him the head coaching job.
And there's times, do you think there's a play into the talent, the personnel on that Jets defense just isn't ready to run something complex like that?
I don't think so. Not with the guys he has. He has guys that can go get it. I don't know why. Guys. Everybody their defense is solid. They're not performing well, but they can play. Yeah, they can play. That Jets defense. One thing that's been consistent with the Jets over however long they've been bad has been their defense. Doesn't matter who's their head coach. I don't care Saleh. I don't care Rex Ryan. You go back as far as you want to. It's always been their defense.
I just don't think their defense is very good, just to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But and I think Williams is great, and Sauce Gardner hasn't played up to Sauce Gardner
dominant
mentality.
pieces.
Yeah, when those two guys are playing at a high level, they can both be the best at their position in the NFL. There's just a bunch of no-name guys outside of that. I mean, we talked about McDonald. I loved McDonald coming out of the draft. He hasn't been anything except for the blocked kick that he returned for a touchdown against Tampa Bay. That was
He had a
the
good
only
rookie season, but
but he hasn't lived up to that expectation of a first-round pick. Clemens hasn't played well. He's ranked 103 out of 116 in total edge rushers in the NFL right now. There's just not,
for sure,
the overall dudes that I think we've been used to seeing on that defense. Because I agree with you. Traditionally, and the Cowboys and Jets don't play a ton because of the AFC, NFC scheduling. But when you go up against the Jets, a lot of the time, you're going to see a good defense.
For sure.
I don't think they have the pieces that they have in the past.
And I'm glad you say that, because the Dallas Cowboys are going to need to score on every possession they have.
Which is probably true.
That is absolutely.
They're going to need to do that. And I don't like
it's almost
I don't like
these defenses. You bring it up as a joke there, but it's true in the fact that it's like looking in a mirror. The Jets, the last couple times that they've come up and watched or played against the Dallas defense, it's one guy after the other. It's like, wow, they're known for being a super good defense ever since Dan Quinn took over. They're not the same, and we've seen that. They are not the same, but even though they have some pieces. DeRon Bland was an all-pro. Trayvon Diggs was an all-pro. You've got guys on that defense, but they're not playing the same as they once were. But you still think they're high?
I think they're capable.
Okay.
I mean, again,
Underrated.
I feel I feel like they're very capable. I feel as if, and I just might sound stupid, right? Because statistically and what you see on film, I feel as if like they're the dog that's been trained to be a defense dog, right? That's just waiting on the command
instead of being an attack dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the dog's like, okay, yeah, can I pet him? Yeah, you can pet him. But if he gives that word, they can go get you. And I'm like, I don't know why the word hasn't been given yet. Does that make sense? You know, like I just feel as if AG's been like hoarding what he's capable of doing, because they're running 1, 3, 4, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing special at all. Blitz. Just send one linebacker right up the middle. Like, it's been so vanilla, and you know what he's capable of, because we've seen it in Detroit for however many years. And those guys were multiple, right? Whenever they wanted to be, they're aggressive. Okay, let's not forget the fact that Todd Bowles was a coach here when I came into the Dallas Cowboys, and Aaron Glenn was here when I came into the Dallas Cowboys. We've seen what Todd Bowles does defensively. Listen, he has it in the chamber. We haven't seen it here, and again with the Jets, but it's in the chamber. Let's just hope that he doesn't pull the trigger when he faces Dallas.
He may need to.
And if anybody's willing to wake up a
He's back
sleeping
against the
giant,
wall.
that's the Dallas Cowboys. A sleeping giant of untapped potential. Yep. It's going to be fun.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
This has been your best segment all year.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yes, science!
Anything you would like to add?
Yeah, but you guys are cooking. I'm quite enjoying everything that's being said. I mean, just really quickly, this game reminds me of two separate games the Cowboys have already experienced. One versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles, heavy in the middle. That's what you got to focus on. But I'm not going to say light on the ends, but that wasn't their focus. It flipped against the New York Giants. It was kind of light in the middle and
heavy on the ends.
So the Eagles, you had some success running the ball there, get Javonte Williams out in space, but you also had your starters that helped you get push up front. You don't have your starters, right? You might be without Tyler Smith. You're already without Tyler Booker, Cooper Beebe. I'm with Isaiah 100%. Attack the edges. Attack those guys, because they're just not there for the Jets. This also reminds me of the Chicago Bears game, which is why I asked both DeRon Bland and Trayvon Diggs the same question. Tell me the biggest takeaway and learning experience that gives you the message that you need to have going into New York, understanding that you went into Chicago in an afternoon game against a winless team who was desperate. And now you're going into New York against a winless team in an afternoon game, and they're desperate.
Yeah.
You saw Aaron Glenn hasn't gone deep into the playbook yet. Okay, well, Ben Johnson hadn't yet either. And here came the flea flickers and those trick plays. So I do like Trayvon Diggs' answer to my question. He said they expect them to pull out the trick plays early. They expect Aaron Glenn to go deep into the playbook, because they don't want to be the first Jets team in organizational history that starts off 0-5.
Yeah.
Right. So expect that. And I love hearing that the Cowboys defense expects it because it's coming. There will not be any vanilla. The Jets are going to leave it all on the field to try to avoid 0-5.
Yeah, especially at home.
All right, when we come back, we've got some lab coat. Pat, what are we looking at today?
We're going to, for the final time, we're going to go ahead and get this tie off of our necks. We're going to talk about the tie and how that could impact things, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so it's actual science. We're going to bring out some numbers here.
Yeah, we're going to bring some numbers.
Oh, yes, science. When we come back with lab coat right after this.
I'm home. Hey, Mom. Before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Welcome back into Dear Doctor, the show where I answer life's questions with an ice-cold can of Dr. Pepper. Sheila, let's hear from our next caller, would you?
Dear Doctor, my friend supported me during a tough time, but what's the right gift that says, thanks for being a shoulder to cry on?
Okay, this one's easy. I say give her a delicious Dr. Pepper. Nothing says, thanks, girl, better than a one-of-a-kind soda. Yes, any Dr. Pepper flavor will do. Now, just a reminder that I don't need to be a real doctor to know that Dr. Pepper is the one you deserve.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, we've got a jam-packed Thursday episode. Isaiah, great job on QB Vision.
Thanks, bro. So,
bam.
Josh, great job.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here.
Patrick contributed. Patrick contributed at the tail end of the segment. He was en route to a season low in terms of words per segment.
Hey, I am a gracious analyst, and when my fellow analysts are absolutely in their bag, I am completely fine taking a back seat and letting you guys.
He just wanted a low ERA. It's the freaking playoffs, man. Let's go.
Trying to get that ERA down. Well, guess what? We're putting you to the mound. We're calling to the bullpen because it's time for a little bit of.
Yes, science. Science is lab coat. Okay, so just so you know, this lab coat segment, as it is each week, kind of segues to Science Lab, the weekly column on the .com that will drop this morning. So make sure you check that out. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but I will tell you that it is about the tie situation. I will also say that in today's Science Lab that drops, I offer up a very interesting and spicy solution to doing away with the tie in the NFL. How do you get to a victor in the NFL if you want to make things fun? Got a solution, so check that out. As far as the
keep going, is that the solution?
It kind of is, but I have a spoiler alert. Not spoiler.
No, just go ahead and tell us. It's Talking Cowboys.
I have pun intended. I have a kicker in there. There's a kicker.
Are we doing penalty kicks?
So, lab coat. Here's another reason to hate ties in the NFL.
Okay.
Other than every other reason that we have. NFL, in the Super Bowl era, so we're talking 1960, 1959, okay? Long time. Do you know how many teams in the NFL history in the Super Bowl era have made the playoffs with a tie on their regular season record?
3.
That is correct. That's why I didn't want to give you $100. I didn't want to bet the $100.
Indie face.
3. since 1960.
Not that far.
When it actually began mattering because you had an actual number of teams and you weren't just playing, the Rochester Jeffersons. Okay.
I'm
three.
Jeffs.
Only 3 teams since 1960 with a tie on their regular season record have made the playoffs. Do you know how many of those teams have made the Super Bowl?
0.
0.
Nice.
Do you know how many of those teams have made their respective conference championship game?
0.
0.
Wow.
Do you know how many have made it to their divisional round?
He's on
1.
fire.
2.
Dang it.
Oh, never mind. He's back to cold.
Yeah.
My ERA just went back down.
The other was eliminated in the West.
Kyle's like, put the house on it, honey.
Game. I say that
Double
to
or
say,
nothing.
I say that to say, granted, a tie is mathematically better than a loss, but it is not as good as a win. And when push comes to shove and you start getting into these tiebreaker scenarios, it could give you a leg up, but it could handicap you in a very real way. So no, it doesn't hurt as much as if the Cowboys are 1-3. That's just mathematically true. But that being said, it's still a hole to climb out of. So just keep that in mind as the Cowboys go up against this desperate Jets team, that go up against a Panthers team that are going to want to prove themselves, especially after having lost the last couple of chances at Bank of America Stadium against the Cowboys. And then after that, you have the gauntlet that begins. So I feel in my heart of hearts that when we get down to, week 18, this tie is going to
need it
very large in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if that's going to be a really good thing or a really bad thing, but just keep an eye on it as the season rolls along.
It also looks gross in writing.
It does.
I hate
look
it.
Gross. I don't like 2 hyphens in my record.
I just hate it.
Like it.
I just like
So you weren't here.
You weren't. Yeah. Weigh in.
I hate it. You work all week to either win or lose. One of the two. Nobody wants to tie. It's whack.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, there's a winner and there's a loser.
Yeah.
In everything you do in life. And I don't like ties in any sport, right? But especially the sport that I'm passionate about, football. You work too hard. There's too much that goes into it. You exert too much energy, too much effort, too much sacrifice in terms of your body to walk away and all it does is mess up your playoff, projections. That's all it does. Like, why? Like, there's an opportunity to figure out a way for this game to end with a winner and a loser. A tie is like the laziest way to go about a solution for 2 teams that just gave it their absolute all for 75 minutes. And you end it with a tie? Shake hands, go back to your crib. This week of work was for nothing. Like everything that you did this week, all the hours of film, all the analytics, the whole analytics department, all the work that you did walk through, like everything was for nothing. All that work was to mess up your playoff projection. Like that's trash.
And you like soccer.
Yeah, I like soccer, but I hate ties.
Yeah, you hate ties in soccer too?
Yes, I hate those. Why? Like shootout.
One of the arguments that they had earlier was that this is one of the highest scoring tie games in NFL history.
Second highest. It's origami.
But in instances where a game is really ugly and you almost don't want to watch the rest of it, right? That ends up in a tie, a 10-10 tie. Do you feel the same way about it?
Yes.
There needs to be a winner.
Winner and loser.
There needs to be a winner.
Life lessons.
There's a tidbit in Science Lab because I went and did some digging, but there's a tidbit in Science Lab that's going to reveal exactly why the NFL is completely fine with regular season ties. And
let me guess. Does it have to do with money?
It does. But it's even more specific than that. Read Science Lab this morning. It's going to piss you off as it pissed me off because it's like, why is the thing that I'm speaking of a higher priority than the integrity of the standings that lend to the playoffs? So check that out. Science Lab drops this morning, no later than 11 a.m. Central Time.
I just went and looked up how close Isaiah was to a tie in his career. Do you remember the closest you were ever to a tie?
No.
You were in Jacksonville.
No, I definitely don't remember.
He's repressed that memory.
It was September 9th, 2012, so early season game, Jacksonville. It was the season opener against Minnesota. And Minnesota had Blair Walsh kick a 38-yard field goal with about 4 minutes left in overtime. It was 23-23.
I don't know if I was there yet.
No, you were there.
I don't know.
You didn't play in the
You
game.
mentioned
Yeah,
you
I was
the
there.
You were there.
whole thing.
You first played
Too close to a tie for
in
Zay.
Yeah,
like week
Jacksonville,
5.
I deleted that whole year out of my
Matt
The
Hart.
whole
You were
time.
delete.
That was such a bad experience.
You were the Jaden Blue of the Jaguars.
Bro, I
Everyone
promise
was like,
you.
"Where's Isaiah
Listen,
Stanback? Why isn't he on this
promise
team?"
you, when I first got to Jacksonville, I sat there it was myself and my boy Ross. Used to play for the Giants as well, and we got up there. We're sitting in the suite and we're watching the stadium. And we're like, it's 5 minutes before the game, bro, and nobody was in the stands.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, this is trash. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It hasn't gotten much better.
I know.
Yeah. Duval.
Their head coach is at least fighting.
Duval.
What was that?
At least their head coach is trying to fight.
Do it, B.
Yeah, that's true. Duval. Hey,
He was talking
Duval.
there it is.
Who would have won that fight?
Robert Saleh. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Not even close. At least they're 3-1 though.
They are.
And they don't have a tie.
They don't.
Bottom line,
They're business
ties
casual.
suck.
They don't have a tie.
yeah, ties are the worst. They don't have any tie. All right.
You're
That's
about to
gonna
put
do
one
it
on.
for us. I am about to put one on. We got to shoot some TV stuff here in a minute. Nice job on Lab Coat today, sir. Great job on QB Vision. Josh, love you, buddy. Chris Beam in the back for Patrik No C. Walker, for Isaiah Stanback, Josh Rodriguez. I'm Kyle Youmans. We'll see you tomorrow because it's a what, Isaiah?
It's a freaking Talkin' Friday!
Say it with Chest Friday. See you tomorrow with more Talking Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?